Hey you guys, so back again with another message while I was uploading messages and working on things in my house, trying to pick my house back up. Cause like I'm after the summer camp, so I got things everywhere. Just trying to get my house back together, and I clearly heard God dropped in my spirit that He was removing the people that are trying to block His children. He is removing the people that is trying to block the blockage, the roadblocks, the thorns in the side that some of us may call them. God is removing them, right? And it's one thing for a person just to try to stop and block you because they don't like you, or because you're a type of person that you will hold them accountable, or because you're the type of person that will call them out on their mess. And it's another thing to try to block an assignment of God, right? And so a lot of you guys are not only dealing with people that's trying to block you personally because of your personality and who you are, and you are a child of God, but they're also trying to block the assignment. And God clearly let me know that He was removing people. And see, with me, I'm able to see, y'all, in the spirit. I'm able to identify when someone is truly authentic, when someone is fake, when someone is putting on. And I have encountered this one particular person that is kind of well known in the community, but I can see past the front that this person tries to put on. And I know this person has their picks when it comes to certain people. I know this person shows favoritism. I know this person only build alliance with people that pretty much are like yes men and don't hold them accountable. And whenever me and this person came into contact, we started off well. We started off okay, but then we something very unprofessional happened, and I let this person know, hey, that I don't appreciate this. Like, I feel like this is very, very unprofessional. What you have did, like, just some things, like, and I wrote a nice little email, and that email rubbed that person the wrong way because I was holding them accountable. You don't do people like that, especially that where you got people that's looking out for you, especially when you got people that are trying to work with you and wholeheartedly support you. But God had let me know that this person was intimidated by me, really was intimidated by me, still is intimidated by me. I'm a threat. And so God had identified to me in the spirit, like this person was acting like they were cool with me, but it wasn't cool with me because they didn't like the fact how I was holding them accountable. And since they were coming up against me, they not only are coming up against me, but they're coming up against the God I serve and the mission and the vision, right? And so God was letting me know that He was going to deal with this person because they're trying to block what He is doing. And y'all, it's when I say when God get involved, that's it. And I'm like, okay, God, okay. And God was letting me know that's why this person is dealing with like a lot of things professionally, because for one, they're trying to do too much, right? They're not trying to stay in their lane. They're trying to be all over the place. They're doing too much, right? And I'm not saying that we can't do a lot of things at one time, but when you do it, you have to do it, and you have to do it well. You have to be professional, and you have to be organized, right? And you have to have yourself together. This person is not like that. A lot of things have been falling through the cracks. Not very punctual, I would say. Not very to the type where they follow up with people in a timely manner like they should. And so a lot of that stuff is being taken note of. And God was basically letting me know, like, this is why this person is going through a lot of things unprofessionally, professionally, because of their being unprofessional towards me and a lot of other people. And He was going to deal with it because Now you're trying to block the mission and the vision that God has given me, or a child of God. And I know I'm not the only person that's dealing with it, because God was like, let me know my children, like he was letting me know, that are dealing with blockage, that are dealing with people that's trying to block them, that's trying to hinder the assignment that I had called them to work on. I'm removing them. And then I clearly heard God by this time next year. So take that message back to God and confirm. But God is going to remove a lot of people out of your way in this season, in this hour, that's trying to hinder the vision, that's trying to hinder the mission. Like I said, I'm not the one that's going to sugarcoat. I'm not the one that's going to people please. I'm not the one that's going to kiss up to people. I'm not the one. I'm the one that God has sent. I'm the one that's going to be obedient. And I'm going to be the one that's going to say, thus says the Lord. If not, I will get in trouble. If not, I will be punished. And so, like I said, that intimidates a lot of people. And even with just that, me as a person, I know a lot of my credentials and stuff that I choose to sit on and not really talk about. But then when I get into certain rooms and certain places, I have to, you know, disclose that information that, like, rattles a lot of people demons too, because people look at me, or make people insecure and uncomfortable, because people look at me like, a lot of people look at me a lot like I'm a little girl. Like, I'm a little girl, I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm so young, I don't got no experience under my belt, I shouldn't have these type of things or these type of credentials. But that's not what God says. And it intimidates a lot of people. It makes a lot of people question themselves and what are they doing with their lives, which is not what, should be done. It just should be looked at, okay, this young lady, she has her stuff together. She can bring a lot to the table. She can bring a lot to the community. Let's help, let's support. A lot of people don't look at it that way. A lot of people look at that as a form of intimidation. And so with that being said, people will try to be roadblocks in the way when it comes to you and your mission and your vision that God has given you. But God clearly told me, just aloud in the spirit, like he was removing the roadblocks. He was removing the people out the way that were trying to hinder what he has sent out for you to do. And I know this, y'all, to be true, because this had happened to me a year ago, and God politely moved this person out the way, and this person is going through now, and they won't come out and tell me that they're going through, but I know that they're going through. A lot of people know that they're going through. And so, with that being said, just know that God is saying he's removing people out the way. He's removing the roadblocks. He's removing the stumbling blocks. He's removing the people that are trying to hinder you. God does not take that lightly. Like I said, test the spirit by the spirit. I don't fall for the okie doke when it comes to a lot of people. I try to get to know people for themselves. I ask God to show me people's heart posture. I ask God to show me people's spirit. Yes, some people say they believe in God, say that they love God, but their heart are far from him. And a person shouldn't be so offended to take correction, or shouldn't be so offended when someone tells you, hey, I think that's very unprofessional. Shouldn't be offended when it comes to feedback. Shouldn't be offended when it comes to just being a teachable person. A lot of people that I run into think that they know it all, and we don't never know it all. We should always be in a position to be eager to learn new things and to grow. And so, just know those type of people are the ones that are trying to cause stumbling blocks, and are the ones that are trying to cause blockage, and God is going to deal with them in this season. And I clearly heard God say by this time next year. So take that back to God and confirm, but he is going to remove some people out of your way, okay? So I love you all. I pray that you all have an amazing day, and I will chat with you all later.